It's time to terminate all royal titles. Prince Harry is being pressured to step down from the board of African parks in the wake of a report that its rangers raped, beat, and tortured indigenous people in Africa. King Charles has removed Prince Harry's titles in response to the story. From weddings straight out of a fairy tale to scandalous affairs, the British royal family has long been a source of fascination and intrigue for people all over the world. In a stunning turn of events, recent events have cast light on a dark side of the royal family's engagement in numerous organizations, raising doubts about the legitimacy of their titles and positions. The royal family has been able to captivate the attention of the public for thousands of years. Following the publication of a disturbing report that implicated an organization that Prince Harry was affiliated with, King Charles has made the decision to remove Prince Harry's royal titles. The report asserts that rangers from African Parks, a conservation charity, committed heinous acts of violence against indigenous people in Africa while he was serving as a member of the board. There have been calls for Prince Harry to resign from his post, and it appears that King Charles has taken a significant move to disassociate the royal family from this scandal. However, before we proceed, it is important to note that both of these developments are significant. Kindly subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell for updates. This decision made by King Charles indicates a growing attitude among the general public that the royal family ought to be held accountable for the affiliations they maintain and the acts they take. It is becoming increasingly rare to ignore inappropriate behavior in the name of tradition and prestige. This trend is gradually disappearing. Even if they are born into positions of power and influence, the public expects people who hold those positions to disclose all relevant information and maintain their integrity. The allegations against African Parks are deeply troubling. The organization, which aims to protect and preserve wildlife and ecosystems in Africa, has been accused of gross human rights violations against indigenous communities. The report describes incidents of rape, beatings and torture committed by those who were meant to protect the very people they were supposed to serve. These actions are abhorrent and completely unacceptable. Prince Harry's association with African Parks as a board member raises question about his knowledge and involvement in the organization's operations. While it is important to note that he has not been implicated in any wrongdoing, the fact that such atrocities were allegedly carried out under the watch of an organization he was associated with is deeply troubling as a public figure and a representative of the royal family. The obligation of ensuring that the organizations with which Prince Harry is affiliated uphold the highest standards of ethics and integrity falls on the shoulders of Prince Harry. The decision made by King Charles to strip Prince Harry of his royal titles conveys a powerful message. The monarchy has made it clear that it would not allow any relationship with organizations that are involved in charges of such a serious nature. It is a clear indication that the British royal family is aware of the need to distance themselves from any wrongdoing and to hold their members accountable for their actions. This move by King Charles also raises broader questions about the relevance and appropriateness of royal titles in the modern world. The concept of royalty with its inherited titles and privileges has long been a subject of debate and scrutiny. It is a common contention that these titles are not only out of date but also incompatible with the concepts of meritocracy and equality that ought to serve as the guiding principles for our society. One of the most important steps that can be taken to resolve these concerns is to remove the royal titles that Prince Harry has. This demonstrates that the monarchy is willing to adjust and develop in order to fulfill the requirements of the general people. Furthermore, it opens the door to a more extensive discussion regarding the function of the royal family in society and the necessity for them to demonstrate their worth and significance in a world that is always evolving. It is a courageous move that reflects the growing demand for accountability and integrity from the royal family. The allegations against African Parks are deeply troubling, and it is essential that those responsible are held accountable for their actions. King Charles's decision to remove Prince Harry's royal titles in the way of the African Park scandal is a bold move that reflects this growing demand. This episode also raises broader considerations about the usefulness of royal titles in the modern world, as well as the necessity for the monarchy to adapt and demonstrate its value in a society that is always evolving.